Okay, we're back now with another master lesson. And today we'll be learning how to actually master your mindset when it comes to wealth creation. Because the problem isn't necessarily making money, it's keeping that money and investing it. I remember when I was a hustler, so I did a lot of things, you know, from selling drugs to scam artist stuff, through whatever I can actually do to make loads of money, I did. And I made a lot. I mean, anywhere from $1,000 to sometimes $10,000 a day. However, easy money, easy goes. I didn't have the mental blueprint to actually take that money, control it, and invest it and create wealth from it. Yeah, I maybe made, a couple of $100,000 when I was younger. However, I don't have a penny from it today. Why? Because I didn't have this. So even if you have, for example, a business and you're making maybe 6 figures, 7 figures, are you keeping that money? And the biggest problem today I see with people wanting to create wealth is, the first problem is it starts with your parents. See, I grew up in a household that worried about money. Oh, this is too expensive. We have to pay the bills. We can't afford this. And this scars your psyche. It leaves an impression on your mind telling you that money is hard to get, telling you that money is hard to manage. So you're at a disadvantage already. Maybe you've spent 20 years under this mental type of dictatorship. And now all of a sudden you want to transform. You want to start creating wealth. You want to start creating that 6-figure business or creating that, 7 or 8-figure empire. However, you don't have this. And it's tough because now you have to deconstruct 20 years of programming. So that's the first step when it comes to money management, is understanding that you have to deconstruct your mind. Certain exercises you can do is first understand where your money's coming from, because most people who have money issues, they're not tracking their money. And this was my problem. I made so much money. I didn't know where it was going. It was like in the left hand, out the right hand. No idea of how much is coming in and how much is leaving. Let's take a chapter from Warren Buffett over here. Warren Buffett, he said one time at a talk, one of the quickest and best ways to become rich is look at what poor people do and do the opposite. Okay, so what do poor people do? Credit cards, debit cards, everything is on a card. And if you go shopping, it's very easy. Swipe here, swipe there. You're not really accounting for how much money is leaving your bank account. So one of the simplest things you can do is first track your money with cash. Yeah, we're going old school. Track your money with cash. I want you to tear up those credit cards. I want you to cut out any cards you have and deal with cash. Calculate exactly how much money you make per month. Let's say you're making $8,000 per month, and divide that $8,000 into what you need to spend. Rent, mortgage, food, luxury expenses, entertainment, self-development, and pull out the cash and have envelopes for each single one. Envelope for mortgage, envelope for food, envelope for self-development, envelope for fun. And I want you to physically see the money leaving your hand, because this is going to leave a very beneficial blueprint on your mind, because it's very tangible. When you see money actually leaving your hand, it hurts you. Like, wait a second, I don't want leaving that hand. As opposed to a credit card. You don't know. $1 here, $5 here, $6 here. And at the end of the month, your credit is up to $2,000, $3,000. And you're like, whoa, how did I spend so much? However, if you have cash, everything is accounted for. Because when it comes to mastering money, you have to know the numbers. Let's face it. So once you do that, once you actually start understanding where your money is coming from and how you're spending it, you can start seeing exact opportunities to invest in certain areas. For example, let's say that at the end of the month, you're making $8,000, you need about $4,000 for living expenses, you're left with $4,000. If everything's tracked, you're not spending any extra money on bullshit that you don't need to. What can you do with that extra $4,000? Well, let's start investing. Maybe you want to invest in a startup. Maybe you want to invest more in yourself for personal development. Maybe you want to do some stock options. But you have now the opportunity to take that extra money that you never knew existed because you're never tracking it. You were just buying random shit everywhere. You didn't understand what's going in. You didn't understand what's going out. And that's really, really important. And that's pretty much the ethos and the principles of managing wealth, is first understanding that money is an energy, and just like energy, just like emotions, it starts with you. How do you control your emotions? It starts with your mindset. So you got to deconstruct your ancestry. You got to deconstruct what your parents told you, and you got to start reprogramming your thoughts on a day-to-day basis. You know, great thing to do is I use Archangel's journal over here. It's like every day I put my goals down. You know, I want to accomplish X. I want to create this, and I put down the guides how to do this, how much money I want to make in 3 months, in 4 months, and reverse engineer this. And I quantify every single thing I do. And that's the difference between me before and after is I'm tracking it this time. And that's the bottom line. You got to track yourself. You got to reprogram your thoughts and understand that, wait a second, I got to know exactly where everything's coming from. I got to know exactly what's going in, what's going out, and then what's left over. Where can I invest this? If you found value in this video, please share this video. If you're listening to iTunes, I'd really appreciate a review, and please leave a comment below this video. Have an amazing day.